And the room number is 8170 here on Radiance of the Seas. This is down the hallway to the side and the very long hallway coming to the room. Now, because these rooms are at the very back of the ship, there is a bit of walking to do, but it's worth it. So here's as we step in the door, the bathroom's to the right, the closet to the left, and you can see we had a king-size bed set up in here. It was a very decent size room, but not huge. There is a divider curtain in case you want to use the couch for a third person, but that's not something that really we needed here, so we didn't try it out at all. Now, there are some fairly nice decorations on here. It all looked pretty modern. The lights were what they were. You can see there they had brought distilled water and an extension cord for my CPAP, which was nice because this was honestly the first time that had ever happened on a Royal Caribbean cruise, that we didn't have to fight to get that. Here you have the TV, which was a little bit crooked, kind of on the small side, but whatever, not a big deal. There's some seating there for doing makeup, things like that. Of course, it always ends up kind of covered with all of the stuff. So, yeah, it is what it is. Now, here on the right is the closet, which was a pretty reasonable size. You see, you can either leave it long or you can fold down those little wall things there to get a little bit more for, let's say, small or shorter shirts and things like that. So it's pretty flexible, actually. It worked out really well for the wife and I with all of our clothes. There's, of course, the hangers and such up there, too. And then what I really liked was this little cubby here. This is actually where we put shoes and some other miscellaneous stuff as well. And it did a really good job of keeping that a little bit cleaned up. I don't remember having seen this on one of the other ships, but it turned out to be pretty handy to have that little thing there. And then, of course, you have the restroom. Well, bathrooms on these cruise ships it's never really something that's exciting, right? And this was no difference here. The one thing I didn't love is that it had the shower curtain instead of the sliding door, which was on Oasis. But you know what? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it worked out just fine. You have a toilet, trash can, the three-way mirror thing there, or three-angle mirror. There was a place there for like Kleenex or something, but there was none in there. You got a couple of glasses that you can use for whatever you want to. All things said and done, it's a cruise ship bathroom, and there just isn't that much to say about that. Of course, the toilet paper rolls have the metal thing over there to keep it from unrolling on its own. And there is this little shelf down there if you really want to use it, along with this spare toilet paper and towels. There's your electrical outlet there, which actually took us a minute to find. But that would be for your electric razor, whatever else you need for a hairdryer, etc. You got some European plugs there, as well as some US plugs. It's kind of nice to carry like a European plug to USB. It makes it real handy to have extra ports there. Above the TV is your little safe. I mean, you can put some stuff in there. I don't know how secure it really is, but, it could make you feel better and not have it sitting out. You got your little fridge down here, which actually worked reasonably well for us. We've had some that didn't work very well at all, but, this one wasn't too bad. It's small, but what do you expect on a ship? You got some more little shelves here where you can hang some stuff. And like I said, that dividing curtain there. Now, you do have a full-length mirror there, which was kind of nice for getting ready for formal night and things like that. The drawers there in the chair. Here's the bed. You have your little end stands here. Now, there are no power outlets anywhere near this, so if, like me, you use a CPAP, you're going to need an extension cord, which you can't bring on board, so you have to ask them to do it. Now, this is what these rooms are all about. That is the balcony. And I got to tell you, it's a good size balcony. Yeah, so it's larger than most of the other ones in that it's much, much deeper and longer. And I really like this because this actually stayed in the shade quite a bit the whole time we were on the ship. And the views from back here, honestly, it was stunning. So this is in Tampa here. So that's the Victory ship back there behind us. And again, this is Radiance. So it's an older ship, but heck, I was pretty impressed with it. We actually liked it better than Oasis and some of those other ones. Yeah, and looking up, you don't have anyone really looking straight down on your balcony, which is kind of nice. A couple of lounge chairs, and then the regular chairs and a table right there. So like I was saying, though, on Oasis, there weren't a whole lot of windows looking outside, but Radiance was really, really good for that. Like we could see the water all over the place, which was nice. So looking back in, yeah, I mean it's a cruise ship room. There's not a whole lot of difference to this as in many other cruise ships, but the balcony is what makes these rooms very, very useful on the Radiance class ships. The couch was not uncomfortable. I think it folds out to a bed. That table moves. And this is the view I'm talking about right here. This makes all the difference. Hearing the ocean, hearing the water. Man, there is just nothing like this. And standing out there at the back of the ship and just watching everything go by, wow, that was absolutely worth the price of admission. So I'll say that I highly recommend this room type to anyone considering it. If it's available, if you're looking at the different balconies, there's a deck above and a deck below. I'll say the deck below, like the sevens in the same area, you do have a lounge down there where they do a lot of karaoke and stuff. So it may not be something you want to do. But I'll tell you what, deck 8, yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. So that was just a quick run through of the room. Hope it helps y'all. I know I couldn't find anything out there much on this room type. So enjoy it and just imagine that view. Take care.